How's it going, guys? We're trying out a new angle today. Hopefully it's very flattering. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about why I went from being a full-time gig worker to a part-time gig worker. If you guys are only here for that, skip to this timestamp, but if you guys want to have some fun, stick with me. We're going to be doing a ride-along today. I just got a $57 order. It was 26 miles, but we're just going to do it. Then we're going to try and switch apps at the very end. So yeah, I finally got Instacart order. Pretty excited. All right, guys, we have order A there. Order B's in the trunk. We shopped it in about 30 minutes, I think, which is insane. We're feeling good today. Everything was also in stock for once, and the customers were responsive. So that's good news. We have a 17-minute drive to our first drop-off, probably another 17-minute drive to our next one. We're about there. Hopefully get these dropped off before it's dark, because I don't want to be delivering these big orders that are in the country in the dark. Because those people out there, they got some big dogs, and I'm not trying to get bit today. So a little update. They're way out in the country, and Google Maps doesn't even have the right address for them. So I'm doing Apple Maps now, because I just went down some dirt road and about got my Civic stuck, so that's cool. I'm tempted to ask the customer to throw some notes in her order that says like, hey, please use Apple Maps for my location, because Google Maps is gonna get people stuck on the road I was just on. All right, try number 2. All right, guys, so we're back in the office. Let's talk about why I went from being a full-time gig worker to a part-time gig worker. So to kind of rewind, about 2 years ago when this all started for me, I started things out as a part-time shopper. It allowed me to kind of fill in the gaps for my businesses. I run several YouTube channels, which is where I put a lot of my time in, and they were making enough money for it to be pretty substantial, but it wasn't quite enough for it to pay for everything yet. So that's why I started gig work. It started as a part-time thing to fill in the gaps. And then I started realizing that if you go to Costco and hit the drop, that you guys could make solid money. You guys could make $200, $300 a day just by doing that at the time, which was about a year and a half ago. So I went from working about 20 hours a week to just focusing on Instacart really, and working all the way up to 60 hours a week on gig work. So I was making a lot of money with these gig apps and it was really nice, but I kind of lost the whole focus. And the focus should have been on these businesses that have the opportunity to make more money down the road and compound, versus kind of being stuck at making around $200 a day with gig work. So I took a step back and I saw how much time I was actually doing all this gig work for, and I was like, wow, I am running out of time to focus on the businesses, which at the very beginning was my main focus. Now at this point, it was just kind of in the back seat. I really wasn't even thinking about it that much. I was really slowing down on my businesses and picking things up with gig work. Then I got deactivated off Instacart and I had a lot of time to reflect on a bunch of this stuff. And after that, I started to realize that I needed to get back into the state of using this as a part-time thing so that I could focus on these businesses. So I came up with a new plan. My new plan was to work half as much, and I was gonna work only 4 hours a day at the best time possible. And I do that 6 days a week. So I cut my hours drastically, but my income hasn't dropped that much because of how selective I am of the hours I work. So right now we're probably only working a third as much time as we were, but we're still making 3/4 the money just because of working these prime hours that I found. So this has allowed me to take a massive step back from gig work and focus on these businesses, YouTube channels, Amazon, furniture flipping. And just from doing this for a couple of weeks, I've already noticed a giant improvement on channels, on Amazon, and I've had more time to just relax. That turned out to be way more information than I thought I was gonna go into here, but yeah, that's why I went from being a full-time shopper to a part-time shopper. I hope you guys can somehow relate to this. So anyways, let's get back into the car. All right, guys, so we dropped it off. It ended up going to a $61 order. And unfortunately, my customer, she seemed upset, but not upset at me, just because it took so long to get her order. Thank you, Instacart, for that one. But she understood that it wasn't my fault. She understood that Instacart pairs customers up with other customers, and it makes no sense. Anyways, we are waiting for a favor order now, because if I do 3 favors, I get guaranteed $45. And I'm only doing curbside favors right now, so those are really easy. They will pay at minimum $15 per order tonight. So 3 of those, and then we'll get out of here for a quick like 4 hours of work today to make around 100. All right, guys, so we just got our favor order. We need 2 more after this one, It looks like it's only a mile or two away, so it should be easy. It was not easy. I was mistaken. It looks like it might be a business though. I saw some weird instructions, so we'll see how that goes. But it will probably be a little close on time because I believe curbside closes at 9 and it is almost 7 already. So we got to get 3 of these knocked out really fast. But luckily, these are pretty simple. Curbside, baby. All right, guys. Unfortunate news. So I tried to deliver and I got to the person's house. I knocked on their door because it was a hand to me. And the guy comes out. He's staring at me with these eyes like, what are you doing? Apparently, I was at the right address and they didn't order anything. So someone put the wrong address. I think maybe Favor was using coordinates and just put the first address at the apartment. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about, but sometimes you select use my exact location and they come up with your address that way. I think that's what happened. And then Favor probably just uses the first apartment number at the complex to fill out the rest. So I texted the customer a while back. I tried calling them, no response. So we are returning this favor and I'm hoping it still counts. If this doesn't count, I don't think I'll be able to finish this promo tonight, which sucks because this person may have just screwed me out of $50. Confirm your address, keep your phone near you, because now they're not getting their groceries and they're probably gonna get charged. All right guys, so we just got another favor, which will make it 2 out of 3. We're gonna have about 30 minutes to get another order and complete it to hit this promo. Chances are not likely, but we're gonna try. That order I had to return really screwed me over tonight, unfortunately. It took me about an hour and a half to deal with that order, and I got paid 12 bucks. And all because of that, I might not hit this promo. The person left me some really salty messages too. I tried to call them, tried to text them, then they responded like 30 minutes later. They sure weren't too apologetic to me. So let's see if we could clutch this and get this promo still. That would be freaking sweet. Alright guys, so by some miracle, we did it. We got another order to hit our promo. So we're gonna get that $45 guaranteed. And we might actually get a little bit of bonus money because of that return, but it wasn't worth how much time I spent on it. But yeah, unfortunately everything's very dark right now, so I'll do my best to document the last order. After a very stressful 5 hours, we turned out to make $106. We ended up getting that $45 promo and then of course that $61 Instacart order. Working in the nights has been pretty interesting. I've learned that a lot of people don't remember to turn on their porch lights so that you can see their address. And you also deal with a lot more no tippers. But when you guys are working some of these promos, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be earning $45 regardless. So anyways, that is the ride along for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and check out the pinned comment down below to see how you guys can make an extra 10 bucks.